Welcome to a high country pantry where we're going to talk about our meals. So this bag here is 1 day's worth of snacks and food for me up here in the high country. Open it up and I'll kind of go through what I got. I kind of overpacked with the honey stingers just because I like them so much. So I got 3 honey stingers. And what I like to do is mix up the flavor so they're not all the same flavor and you're not eating the same thing throughout the day. And then this is something new. I usually use Justin Butters, but I substitute it with these, and these are pretty good. There's multiple different flavors. I like the roasted marshmallows and this chocolate one. The mocha one's okay too, but I'd have to go with the chocolate. This year I'm trying the Woke AF by Bucked Up, just to kind of get me going in the mornings. Around noon I'll have one of these, Rapid Hydration from Honey Stinger. I'll also have one of these throughout the day, if not at noon, depending on how I'm feeling. These are really good to rehydrate you and keep you going as well. This is that toasted marshmallow I was talking about. This one's bomb. At lunch I'd have these Cliffhanger, or this Cliff Energy Chews. There's little blocks inside, those are pretty good. And I have these Built bars, so I usually pack 2. I'll have one for lunch and then one whenever I'm feeling hungry enough for it. And then I'll have this at the end of the night. It's just BCAAs by Mountain Ops, just to help replenish my body before I go to bed, so in the morning I'm feeling a little better. I'll end the day with a Peak refuel dehydrated meal. Just heat up the water in the jet boil. I usually put it in this tin cup here. I pack it in these bags so that it's a little bit more packable, a little bit lighter. And then for breakfast, sorry, I'm just skipping around everywhere. For breakfast, I grab one of these. I open the bag and I just put water in it, mix it up, and eat it with this Gerber spoon here from the bag. It's just a nice quick grab and go, or get to a glass point and eat. But it's just a cup of granola and then a scoop of protein powder, which is vanilla. And when you add the water, the protein powder kind of acts as the milk. But that's what I am eating for snacks. I packed for 6 days, but we didn't really stay that long. We're going to be packing out Colby's buck tomorrow, and then I'm going to head up to where my family's kind of camping and hunt up there in a different spot of the unit. So let's go check out and see what Colby's eating over there.
Alright, so this is about what a day's worth of food looks like for me up here. Probably a little too much. I have to push myself to eat it, whether that's just because of the elevation or just because I don't have time. It's a struggle to get it all eaten in a day. But start the day out with one of these bad boys, and it's very hard for me to eat early in the morning just because I'm usually like to be right out of my tent and straight away just glassing. I head to the glass point and I don't want to take my eyes off the glass, so this guy usually goes in my stomach before I get up there. And then once the morning glass session is done, usually crack open one of these Peak strawberry granolas. They're great because you don't have to take the time to boil water. You just throw cold water in there, let it sit for a few minutes, and you're good to go. And then we got snacks throughout the day. First one, Honey Stinger, which seems to be a classic around here. And then what I do is I take some of the Peak cookie dough bites, Peak Refuel, and I divvy them up about 3/4 of a bag per day, which is about 400 calories. These are the peanut butter chocolate chip cookie dough ones. That's another midday snack. And then one of my personal favorites is the Heather's Choice Packaroons. These come in a ton of flavors, but so far the cherry almond flavor is my absolute favorite, my go-to. I buy them in big boxes, so even if I'm just going out on a day hunt, I just throw one in my pack, call it good. Next thing, Honey Stinger Energy Chews. It's always good to have a little bit of a pick-me-up throughout the day, and these, especially the fruit smoothie ones, taste amazing and they keep me going. Usually put one of those down right before I'm about to go on a stalk or have to make a hike in a new country, next basin, and so on. Next, well, I guess this should have been first, but this is an absolute essential. This is the Warrior Fuel Elevate. I'm a big coffee guy at home. Like I said, in the mornings I don't like to take a lot of time before I get up and start glassing, put my eyes to the binos or to the scope. I just throw this in one of my little collapsible water bottles and drink it on the way up while I'm eating that Pro Bar. And between the two of them, it gets me going and keeps me going. Then, next thing, not very nutritious, but very good, is the Hello Panda. I don't even know what you'd call these things. They have a cream center and a crunchy shell, and they are delicious. They're chocolate flavored. Next thing on the list is the Peak Refuel Mountain Berry Lemonade. These are new from Peak. I have always used hydration mixes, and these just came out, and I've been trying them and liking them, and I think that these are going to be a regular part of my food kit from now on. And then, last but not least, we have the Peak Refuel Chicken Pesto Pasta. All of the Peak meals, fantastic. I usually like pasta. For some reason, just fills me up, and it's nice to come back to camp and have a little bit of comfort food at the end of the night after you've been working all day, putting on stalks or not putting on stalks, and just sitting
cutting
around.
up a deer.
Yeah, cutting up a deer. It's pretty good to come back to camp and have one of these. So it's a little bit excessive, but you want to have it if you need it. And there's a lot of delicious stuff in there that keeps you excited about eating, which is a very important aspect about being up here, because without food and water, high country headaches happen. They happen often. They happen to everybody. And eating a lot, drinking a lot, staying hydrated, full stomach is a surefire way to make sure that you do not get those. So that is my day's meal.